If you clicked on this video, you want to know how to grow jacked so fast as a beginner, it feels illegal. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But let's be honest, I'm not going to show you any 6-week workout program or like an autistic breakdown of what exercise you should do or like a diet plan that you should follow. But instead, what you need to do is you need to understand the basics and how to get them dialed in and focus on them. So, my name is Adi, and this is what I used to look like at the beginning of my lifting career. This is what I look like after 2 years of lifting. And fast forward after 4 years, ever since I've touched the dumbbell, this is what I look right now. So, the 6 tactics that you need to follow if you want to become jacked so fast as a beginner, it feels illegal. Here we go. Tactic number 1. You absolutely don't need to train 6 or 7 times a week. For most of you guys who are watching as a beginner, for those whom this video is directed towards, you guys need to train 5 days a week. 5 days a week is what I would say is the sweet spot for you, because you can train on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take Thursday off, and then again train on Friday, Saturday, take Sunday off. That day you are training for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, you're having a rest day, maybe right after the leg day, and then you're again pushing your body hard so that you can recover later. But let's be honest. Why do you need to train only 5 days a week if you want to grow muscle as fast as possible? The common sense would say that the more you train, the more muscle you build, right? No, that's not the case. You're a beginner and your recovery rate is pretty shit. So what you need to do is you need to give your body proper time to recover. I see so many guys who are overly motivated for 7 days a week, hit the gym for 7 days a week, and now they are miserable. They can't lift a muscle because their muscles are too sore. And they probably give up on the gym for, let's say, the upcoming 1 or 2 weeks. That's not how you should train. It's not viable in the long run. Instead, what you should do is train 3 days, take one rest day, and then again train the 2 other days, then again take another rest day, which is Sunday, and then repeat the cycle. If you do this, you'll be able to train for months and months and months and see amazing results if you follow all the tactics that I'm going to tell you in this video. So, tactic number 2 is you need to focus on range of motion and intensity of the workout over anything. But if you don't go full range of motion and go hard on your workout, you could have built so much more muscle otherwise. Because those micro tears that you hear people talk about, those micro tears happening in your muscles are getting broken down. All of these things happen in the most dilated position of the exercise. So let's take an example. Let's say you're doing dumbbell press, right? The way you should do dumbbell press is, let's say you go all the way down, maybe even better, you pause for 1 second and then you go up. The exact moment where you go down and you pause for 1 second is the exact moment where muscles get those micro tears that you hear. Those micro tears now, when gets recovered through proper sleep and nutrition, gets built into more bigger and more stronger muscles. That's how muscles basically gets recovered, and that's why you should train very hard enough and go full range of motion, because you shouldn't just go to the gym for the sake of showing up. I mean, you are going to the gym for 1 year or like 6 months but still no progress. I still consider you as a beginner, and I still advise you to listen. What I'm saying is you should focus on intensity of the workout. You should be gasping for air after each and every set. You should be gasping for air. You should be feeling those little burns in your muscles if you're doing side laterals, if you're doing dumbbell presses, if you're doing bicep curls. You should be feeling those burns in your muscles. That's how you know you're having a good workout. So if you're doing squats, go all the way down. If you're doing dumbbell press, go all the way down, maybe even pause for 1 second. If you're doing bicep curls, go all the way down. And I just want to point out something, that is, you don't need to worry about getting your muscles torn if you go full range of motion. I see so many people afraid to go full range of motion on preacher curls. The problem is that the weight you choose is too much heavy for you. Pick a weight where you can easily go for 15 reps, and trust me, bro, you'll be good to go. Like, there will be no tear in your muscles. Yeah, by tear I mean like muscle tear. It wouldn't happen. So Focus on range of motion and intensity of the workout, and you'll be good to go. Tactic number 3 that you need to keep in mind if you want to become jacked so fast as a beginner, it feels illegal, is you need to train for both strength and hypertrophy. For most of you guys who don't know, muscles are made up of two types of fibers: fast twitch fibers, slow twitch fibers. Fast twitch fibers are basically those fibers which are responsible for helping you in explosive workouts, in strength building, right? And slow twitch muscle fibers are basically responsible for hypertrophy, where you go for more reps when you do cardio. These are the muscles that help you in those times. So in order to build the maximum amount of muscle, you need to target these two kinds of muscles. You can't target only one of them and expect great results. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen an African and wondered why do these guys are so jacked? Like they don't even lift sometimes and they're super jacked, or maybe they're lifting for 1 year and they're jacked, and seems like they have been lifting plus steroids for like 6 years or something. The reason is that their muscles are fast twitch muscle fibers dense, which means they have much more fast twitch muscle fibers compared to slow twitch muscle fibers. That's why they can lift heavier and they look jacked. So if you need to train for strength and hypertrophy, you need to target those two kinds of muscle fibers. Now let's come to the point where you might think that, am I telling you to do ego lifting? Absolutely not. Because, oh, by the way, occasional PR is really good for your muscles. No problem in that. Maybe you're checking your PRs every now and then. Maybe you're seeing how much power you have gained in bench press every now and then. No problem. But every now and then means every once in 3 months is good, to check your PRs and to see how much stronger you have gotten. The point that I'm trying to make is that with over time, you have to consistently increase your weight within a specific rep range, be it 8 to 10 or 10 to 15, whichever suits you. Now, just on a side note, if you're a skinny guy that's watching this video, I would say keeping your rep range between 10 to 15 on any exercise would be good for you. Because I started as a skinny guy and I focused on strength while doing a little bit of hypertrophy. So the way that I train right now, and I'm not going to share my entire workout program over here because that's not why we're here. But how I train is I dedicate entire week for hypertrophy, and the next week I dedicate that entire week for strength training. That's exactly how I train. There are a little bit, I mean, there's a lot of nuances that goes into my training, but yeah, there's that. So if you're a skinny guy, do 10 to 15 reps and you'll be good to go. That way you are training for strength and also for hypertrophy. But if you're a fat or obese guy, I would say keep your rep range between 15 to 20 or even 25. That way you're training for strength and also doing a little bit of cardio because you need to shred some fat. So how do you actually increase the weight over time? Make sure you're doing enough hypertrophy and also gain strength. Let's pick an example. Let's say you're doing dumbbell presses, incline dumbbell presses, and your starting weight is 20 kgs. You do 2 warm-up sets and you target for doing 3 working sets. You do your 2 warm-up sets completely good, and then you go on to your working sets. Let's say the first week you go for 10 reps on the first set, that you absolutely cannot do more than 8 reps on the second set, and then you fail on your 6th rep on your third set. What you need to do right now is the next week when you hit chest again and when you hit incline dumbbell press again, you need to target for 10 reps on each of those 3 sets. By the way, if your nutrition and your recovery is proper, you'll have absolutely no problem to basically hit those numbers. But if your nutrition and recovery isn't proper, you'll probably be somewhere around 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps. So the next week, you'll again try to hit like 20 kgs. You'll probably go 10 reps on the first set, maybe 8 reps on the second set, and maybe 8 reps on the third set. Now, your goal should be to not increase the weight as long as you absolutely cannot hit 10 reps for those 3 sets. The moment you hit 10 reps, 10 reps, and 10 reps, increase the weight to 22.5 or 25 kgs, and then repeat the same thing. When you go to 25 kgs, you'll be like, I guarantee you'll never be able to hit 10 reps on the first set. You'll probably be able to hit 8 reps, maybe 8 reps on the second set, maybe 6 sets on the third set. And then again, your aim should be same. As long as you cannot hit 10 reps for 3 sets of 25 kgs, don't increase the weight. As soon as you can, increase the weight. And that's how you progressively overload your muscles, make them stronger and bigger over time. By the way, just on a side note, if all this feels too much information for you to take in one single video, reach out to me on my Instagram. I'll try to reply as fast as possible, and I'll also link them in the description. I'm thinking about opening a paid community, probably less than like $30 or something, where I can help all of you guys at the same time. Tactic number 4 that you need to keep in mind is you need to sleep like a professional. This video would be an hour-long video if I start talking about the benefits of sleep, because sleep is actually when you grow. Sleep is that exact time when your muscles are recovering. Testosterone is being produced. So please don't sacrifice on your sleep. Now let's take an example. Maybe you're going to sleep at 12 a.m. You're waking up at 8 a.m. Absolutely fine. No problem with it. And maybe you're having a deep sleep or REM sleep of 4 hours from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. For those of you who don't know what REM sleep is rapid eye movement sleep. REM sleep is that stage of sleep where you're having dreams. You're in a dream world, right? Like nobody can wake you up with a minor disturbance. I mean, that's where you are sleeping the deepest. Like it's very hard to wake you up at that moment of time. That's why when you wake up from a nap, maybe you're having REM sleep during that time, you wake up feeling groggy and lethargic, and your face is all swollen up. That's because you were having REM sleep at that time. So let's say you're having REM sleep for 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Absolutely fine, no problem with that. But if you're going to sleep late, like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., and you're waking up at, dude, like 10 a.m., 8 a.m., or like 9 a.m., that's really bad for you, because by 8 a.m., your father's already woken up and he's getting ready for work, and there's a little bit of noise in that. Your mom is trying to wake you up for breakfast, and maybe even you are late for something. Maybe your work for college or your school is just not the ideal position to be in, because what you need to do is you need to go to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, ideally early. Early to bed, early to rise. That's it. But then again, there will be people who'll say, "Oh, but then what about partying? What about staying up late? What about night outs and stuff?" My honest reaction to that is, it's like, do you want to grow muscle fast or not? If you want, then just do as I say. If you don't, then you do you, as we all like to say. Please suit yourself. But if you want to grow muscle as fast as possible, sleep at least 8 hours a day. Go to sleep at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Tactic number 5 that you need to keep in mind if you want to become jacked so fast it feels illegal is you need to eat more meat and more eggs. The reason for that is eggs and meats contain the highest quality of protein. By quality of protein means it contains all of the amino acids that your muscles would need for them to recover. Plant protein, I wouldn't say is bad, but it's definitely not ideal. So you need to eat more meat and eggs, and I'm going to explain why. I mean, just think about it. Why wouldn't you help your body to get them all the tools that they need to recover fast? Good sleep, proper nutrition. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? Training in the gym hard is one thing, and getting your body all the things for them to recover fast is another thing. So, when I say eat more eggs, what do you think the number is? 6, 7? You should be at least eating 8 eggs a day. I mean, you heard me right. I eat at least 8 eggs a day and at least 500 grams of chicken a day. Now, there's a little bit of balancing that goes on here and there. When I eat a lot of eggs, like 10 eggs a day, I reduce the number of reduce the amount of chicken that I have in a single day. And when I have over 500 grams of chicken in a single day, I eat a little bit of less eggs. But eggs, to be honest, is the number one food that I would put if you want to gain muscle fast, because egg yolks contain so much more high quality protein than any other food group that I know. Half of those protein in eggs is being contained in the egg yolks, which will definitely help you to grow muscle very fast. Now, there will be some dudes, like skinny dudes, or like an obese dude, or maybe your parents would say, no, eating too many eggs is not good because it contains cholesterol, it contains fats, your arteries will get clogged and you'll get cancer or some shit like that. But no, like I would say, do your own proper research. Now, I know some of you are not able to eat more than 2 eggs a day because your mom doesn't allow, or like you have this limiting belief that eating too many eggs will somehow harm you. And I'm just gonna say that you do your own research, dude. Eggs is one of the healthiest food that I've ever come across. Eggs, the egg yolks contain so much nutrients, so much more protein. Half of the protein in a single egg is being contained in egg yolks. So it's not only protein rich, but it also has good cholesterol, good fats, and these directly affect your testosterone in a positive way. So the more eggs you eat, the more testosterone you'll build when you're sleeping. So why wouldn't you eat more eggs? And I'm just gonna say that if you want to take the advice of people that you don't want to be, then don't take it. I mean, it's always the skinny dude or like an obese guy who says eating too many eggs is bad because he have heard somewhere, maybe his parents told him that eggs contain too much cholesterol, it's bad for you, and you'll get lung disease and stuff, your arteries will get clogged. I mean, my reaction to that is just do your own research. You eat like at least 8 eggs a day or maybe 7 eggs a day. Now, the disclaimer is that don't increase your egg intake rapidly in a single day. Like, don't go from 2 eggs to 8 eggs in a single day. Try to increase your egg intake like moderately. Maybe you're eating 2 eggs, try to eat 4 eggs on the second day, then 6 eggs on the third day, then 8 eggs on the fourth day. That's how you should increase your daily protein intake. If you ask me, chicken, rice, eggs is all I eat. Maybe an occasional fruits here and there, and I drink tons of water. That's it. That's all I eat, and that has helped me to look what I look right now. Tactic number 6 is all of the things that I listed right now would mean nothing if you're not consistent enough. You have to consistently go to the gym, consistently wake up and go to bed at the same time, consistently complete your protein intake, and consistently be consistent in all of those things. If you're not consistent, you will not get results. So that's why I said in the middle of this video somewhere that if you're going to the gym for 6 months or 1 year and you're still not seeing the results that you want to see, I still consider you as a beginner. I mean, within 1 year or 6 months, you should be jacked enough for people to suspect that maybe you're doing something illegal. So to sum things up in this video, the 6 tactics that you need to keep in mind if you want to get jacked so fast as a beginner, it feels illegal. Point number 1 is that you don't need to train 6 or 7 times a week. Keep it to 5 days a week so you can recover properly and go hard on the next day. Point number 2 is focus on range of motion and intensity of the workout over everything, and then slowly increase your weight each workout when you're hitting your desired rep range. Tactic number 3 is you need to train for strength as well as hypertrophy. Tactic number 4 is you need to sleep like a professional. Don't sacrifice your sleep. Don't sacrifice your recovery. You gotta sacrifice those late night partings, those night outs, if you want to become jacked as fast as possible. Tactic number 5 is you need to eat more eggs and more meat. And tactic number 6 is consistently do all of those 5 tactics that I just listed out. But just a disclaimer is that this journey will not be easy for you to do. There will be time where you might hit a plateau. There will be time where you don't feel motivated. There will be time where you feel lethargic. My simple reaction to that is I even went to the gym in a storm and found out that the gym is closed. But I went. Nobody went, but I went. So that's how dedicated you gotta be if you want to become jacked as fast as possible. And I'll end this video by saying to be the best, you gotta deal with the worst. I dealt with the worst, I think, maybe. That's how I think I got the best results.